Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. That sounds weird to say, but hopefully I'll get used to saying that. Hi, how are you? Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you don't regret it. How do I even start a YouTube video? Just do it, I guess. So my name is Laura. That's a good start. Laura Litvak is my name. If you want to get real technical, got an R and an S in the middle there. 2 middle names. Way to be difficult, Mom. I'm 24. I live in New York City. Didn't always live in New York City. I used to live in Northeast Pennsylvania in a small town called Scranton. Yes, like The Office. So that's a little bit of background. I went to school in New York, studied finance and real estate. Don't know why. No, I do know why. I've always liked real estate. Finance was more of like a logical decision. But yeah, the real estate has always been something I liked. Always loved looking at homes on Zillow since I was a little girl. My dad was a super, so I've kind of had that experience. And, you know, when he started progressing in his career, he started investing in real estate. So that's what he did in Pennsylvania. And I grew up in that world. So real estate's always been big for me, but more of the creative aspect, as well as, you know, it's a good asset to, build wealth over time, but also I just love a home and like what that means, and just the love that's shared in that environment. I feel the best when I'm at home. I feel the most safe. I feel the most me. I feel the most comfortable. Yeah, maybe just me, but I feel a lot of people are like that. As much as I love to travel and see the world, there's no place like home, just like Dorothy says. So a big part of home is, the environment, and a lot of that has to do with home decor and the colors you surround yourself with, the clutter, how you organize things. So a lot of that I've been interested recently since I've been getting into real estate more myself, especially since after college, moved back. I moved to New York and I brought my parents with me, and me and my dad have been working on this house that we just bought together. And yeah, that's been a lot of stress, especially, I bought the house right after graduating with my dad, and it's been a lot of work. We've done a bathroom that didn't exist, which, I was able to source everything on Amazon for like a fraction of the price. I think we did the whole bathroom. Luckily, my dad's very handy for like it was like crazy cheap. It was like $5-6 grand. And honestly, the furniture was probably like $1,015. Like, it was really, really cheap. Everyone said it would be so much more, like you read online, so much more. But it's about, being smart with the money, and I get it. It may not be the highest quality, but from what I've seen, everything is held up pretty great and looks pretty great. So, I won't tell you anything that I haven't used myself and love. So, if I will show some of my home decor finds on Amazon. So if anyone who's interested or sees a piece they like for themselves, it will always be linked in the bio. As well as, a lot of my life is, unfortunately, going to work every day. So, but I do make it fun by like being a little bit self-expressive with, at least my outfits, coming from graduating a few years ago. You really don't have anything to wear when it comes to your adult life. I just realized, at least for me personally, I wore a lot of things that don't align with who I am now. Like, who told me to get that many crop tops and crop sweatshirts? Never gonna be able to wear them. I mean, I do sometimes, but definitely not to the degree I had that many of. I did not need that many. So a lot of like casual stuff you can't really wear anymore, so you really just have to buy a whole new wardrobe when you get a job. So on top of already starting out with a, starting salary, which aren't always the highest. You also have to get a whole new wardrobe. So those are fun. So luckily, it didn't break my bank because I used Amazon as well. Because honestly, when you're in college, you dress one way, and then, when you're an adult, you need a whole new wardrobe. You need an adult wardrobe. And it's really hard to know where to look. There's a lot of stores you do want to shop at, but, starting salary. So Amazon is also really helpful with that. For me to be able to afford a whole new, basically, wardrobe would have been such an impossible task any other place than Amazon. And I think I've done a really good job at curating, pieces that can grow with me through the years and also, look way more expensive than they actually are. They're all very elegant, timeless, clean, very classic looks that I've been into. And honestly, I'm here for a trend now and then, but, when it comes to, now when I have to, use every dollar wisely, yeah, we gotta get to the real basics. So, not basics. You could still dress up a basics, but just, things that you'll wear in 5 to 10 years. So not a total waste of money, but still you're saving money. So I call those wins at all fronts. So yeah. What else? Let's keep talking. Why not? Let's get deep. Okay. Also, I just want to talk about another huge reason why I'm doing this. It's not because I necessarily feel comfortable doing this. I don't at all. I don't know if that is evident, but it's because I am uncomfortable is the reason why I want to do it, because I've always let the fear of what other people think and, doubt and just self-limiting beliefs hold me back my whole life. And I've been working so hard these past few years just to unravel all those layers of, all the times that I've tried to make myself small for other people. And I realized I don't even know who I am. I've been trying to be this version of myself for everyone around me, the version they would accept and is tolerable. And what I've learned is literally you try to make everyone happy and be that person for everyone, and they still are not happy. So then you end up being unhappy for not being who you are. They end up getting mad at you anyway, when I could have just been who I was the whole time and would have saved myself a lot of headache. So here we are. I am just putting myself out there, being myself, doing stuff that scares me, because I want to be in control of my life, and I want to control my own narrative. And I'm not going to sit here in this victim mentality of saying, oh, my life's so great, I know everything about myself, let me just do what the path that everyone else does, get a job, work that 9 to 5 for 40, 50 years, maybe retire. That's just not what I see my whole life's purpose as. I just see myself not knowing that yet. And the only way to know that is to move away from what's comfortable. And and I've been too comfortable. And I'm trying to be a little uncomfortable, but in a good way. So yeah. I hope this inspires you. I hope you are ready to see more content from me. I will be posting every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So stay tuned. I would love to have you there. If not, that's fine. But if so, great. So have a great day, everybody, and look forward to seeing you next week.